Brew Rebellion Sour Green Apple, aged with Brettanomyces in Pinot Noir, Nebula, and Greenish barrels from Rev Winery, with a collaboration blend of beer containing pressed green apples and cinnamon. 8.7 alcohol by volume. And this is something that we got from our friends, and we visited at Rev Winery and Brewery in Covina, California.
Mm-hmm. Welcome back again. My name's Jeremy. This is Matt. We are the Tapping Out Show, and today we're going to do a sour green apple that is a
Collaboration
between Brew Rebellion and Rev Brewery and Winery out in Covina. We did do a video both with them and did a video with their Lord Vader Dark IPA or Black IPA. This was something they kind of gave to us, just like, hey, do a video on it, try it. And they were really proud of it. We liked a lot of their stuff, period. But
I wasn't a big fan of beers in wine barrels, and they definitely changed my mind on that.
Agreed.
And at least on their stuff, I but it's a lot. I didn't have anything as fresh. One of the things that we tried over there was just amazing. I mean, I was thinking about it for a few days, maybe even weeks afterwards. So awesome. Looking forward to this, and some more of their stuff and their collaborations. Just seeing the kind of things. I like their mindset, what they're doing. So I'm definitely interested to see of the different things that they're coming up with and the people they're collaborating with.
Yeah. So they actually do have two other sours that we had that weren't really sour-ish. Maybe it's the wine that kind of set it off. That pineapple
one I like.
So good.
But I like pineapples, and I don't like sour, so it was one of those 50-50s. You didn't know what was going to happen, but it was amazing. It was a little sour, but the way they cut it, the way they did it was awesome. So, definitely looking forward to and seeing how this one works out here.
And keep in mind, even though we're talking about Rev Brewery, this is a collaboration. So Brew Rebellion is the other brewery that is actually, part of this collaboration. Nice. Oh, wow. You can even kind of see, like, the wine remnants. It's pretty rad.
Pretty orangey.
Yeah, no, it smells amazing. Yeah, you can kind of still smell like the wine remnants. To it.
Definitely, it smells like some of the stuff we tried over at their shop.
Yeah.
Beer wine mixture, which like I said I was kind of against in the beginning, but they definitely opened my eyes on that.
Well, Pat was even saying that like they cross strains. A lot of breweries that do wine don't want to cross, contamination, whatever you want to call it, or the yeast strains, cross over. But a lot of their stuff, he said he's cool with it, likes it. I kind of think it's kind of a neat flavor that it gives it. You can kind of smell that. Not the cross strain, but you can kind of still smell the wine from the barrels. I mean, you can actually kind of even see it in the beer, because the beer itself looks like a sour, but it's almost like not translucent, even though you can still see through it. It almost kind of reminds me of like an unfiltered like wheat beer, that kind of style, but it's got a lot of carbonation to it.
Carbonation.
You can smell apples. Like, I mean, there's no way to hide that smell.
Let's give this thing a try.
Cheers. You first.
Nothing like what I thought it was going to be like.
Really? Okay, then I'll go with this one. It's a sour. You can get that remembrance of it. It's a sour ale. That's what it is. But the wine gives it a pretty unique taste that makes it not. I'm not saying all sours are undrinkable, but undrinkable. It like takes the tart part of the sour.
It cuts it out well, and I would say it tastes like a sour wine blend.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was kind of looking. I thought this was going to be way too sour apple for me. I'm the kind of guy where like I love candy, but I don't eat the green sour apple candies, right? So that just kind of explains my feeling on sour apple, right? But I like actual apples, sour apples, but the candy, the artificial flavoring. To me, though, if you gave this to me and didn't even tell me it was sour apple, I wouldn't even really know. It's got a faint sour apple, but a natural sour apple, not like that candy kind of sour apple to it. But to me, more, I would say sour to wine blend, and it's really good because me, I don't like sours. I'm really hard on sours.
Well, and the funny part is when we first started introducing sours to our drinking, that's what you kind of thought sours were going to be like, was wine.
I was super disappointed because I didn't, it wasn't anything like what I expected. Like you said, I thought it'd be more like a wine cooler, maybe more hardcore-ish, but something like that. This is good though. I like this. I would say this is something like my mom would like, my wife might like, some people that are non-beer drinkers would like.
But like flavor.
And this thing's rocking 8.7. Doesn't taste like 8.7 unless you compare it to wine, because it tastes kind of like wine. But I would definitely say this thing is a good collaboration, good crossover, and I think it's kind of what a lot of the corporate kind of things they're trying to do with their malt flavored beverages or that they sell. When they're trying to basically slang something that's not beer, that's different flavored and whatnot. I think something like this is a good introduction or a good filler for that kind of audience. Me and you, of course, would drink it as well, but this is good for that person that doesn't like that typical beer.
Like my mom, it tastes like beer. It tastes like beer.
Yeah. Someone they don't care if the stout, an IPA, a pilsner. They don't want to taste beer. This thing doesn't taste like beer.
No, not at all.
And that's what I guess I was trying to get to.
Well, not only that, but it doesn't really taste like a sour, like what I would consider a sour, like a sour beer, or a tart, or a gauze, whatever. But it doesn't.
It's the beginning of a sour, and like you said before, right when it's about to get sour, the wine just cuts it out.
And it makes it real smooth, and
which is awesome.
It is, and you know what? And again,
someone likes it.
Yeah. As he was talking, I almost finished this. For the alcohol content, the drinkability, the fact that it does still have a fruit taste without being sour, and the fact that it has a wine remembrance taste to it without being too boozy, winey, whatever you want to call it. 1 out of 5. What would you do?
I was just gonna say that's a hard call because it's good. It's so different. I guess I'm floating around the 4.5, 4.7-ish, and which is weird because, like I said, our buddies gave this to us. I knew that it's gonna. I assumed it was gonna be something like what we had with them, which I liked a lot. But like I said, the sour apple.
Yeah.
Just because that's not my flavor,
Well, it's almost like to me, it's like that Granny Smith sour apple.
Yeah, no, and this is not overbearing sour apple.
Right.
So it's like not even. It's to me when I'm tasting it, it's not even a big flavor factor that's overpowering or anything. I don't know. What are you thinking?
1 out of 5, based on drinkability and what it is, and the alcohol content, and the fact that it would probably cross audiences. I'm more ranging between 4.75, 4.75, or straight up like a 5. So 5 out of 5. Because not that it's not my thing, even though I just drank basically most of my glass.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get a 6-pack of this because this is not my thing. But you're right. I can give this to my mom because I do it all the time when I go visit them. Here, try this. Here, try this. And she always says tastes like beer. I guarantee you she would not say this tasted like beer.
I would say let's agree on 4.75. This has a really broad audience, like you said. I mean, you can introduce this to somebody that likes beer and wine, someone that likes wine but they don't like the beer taste, like we said. Someone like me and you, someone that likes sours. I mean, it's just an open audience. Someone that's just turned 21 and wants to try different things.
Wants to get a good.
But one thing I want to give that really makes me think that is 8.7. This thing, like you said, you wouldn't get a 6-pack. I might disagree on that because, I mean, just kind of feeling how depending on what kind of night I'm having and you get a 6-pack of these, you drink them, you're probably going to get pretty tore up and not even know how it happened, kind of deal. So I would definitely say that helps a lot for my rating that I'm giving it because it's easy to drink, like you said, and it's like interesting. There's a lot of flavor going on, and it's good stuff.
Well, it's definitely different too. But so, hey, shout out again to Rev. You guys are killer. At Brew Rebellion, man, this stuff's really good.
Good stuff.
So, Tapping Out Show is saying that it's 4.75 out of 5 on a rate scale, which is, like us, we usually don't hand out 5s like they're candy. This stuff tastes really good. Check out Rev Brewery, if you guys, Brewery and Winery, out if you're anywhere in the LA, Orange County, or Inland Empire area. They're in Covina. Brewery Rebellion, I believe, is pretty close by, too. I need to look up and find out where they're at. But besides that, hit us up. Ask us anything. Tell us about a sour that you think is better than this. Is anything with higher alcohol content, whatever. Our email is info@tappingoutshow.com. Social media, Google it, whatever. It's all one word, Tapping Out Show. Besides that, apparently I'm almost about to finish mine, but we are finishing these up because they're killer. You guys have a good night. Cheers.